For many years, Earth was part of the Galactic Council. Humans thought they were welcome in the stars. They helped in wars, shared knowledge, and followed every rule. Earth believed it had friends in space, but Earth was wrong. One day, a message came from the Council. It was short and cold. Earth is no longer needed. Your planets will be taken. Do not resist. At the Earth Space Command Center, silence filled the room. Leaders and generals looked at each other in shock. No one could believe it. President Cade stood tall. His eyes were cold now. "So this is how they treat us after everything," he said. "They used us. Now they throw us away." The Galactic Council wanted Earth's old secrets ruins and alien technology hidden on human worlds. Instead of asking, they decided to take it by force. Soon, Council warships attacked human colonies. They bombed cities, took people as prisoners, and looted research centers. They thought humans would be afraid, but Earth was not afraid. What the Council didn't know was that Earth had been preparing. Secretly, humans had built powerful warships in deep space, hidden from everyone. Built with old alien tech and new human genius. These ships were fast, deadly, and controlled by advanced AI now. Earth had no reason to hide them. President Cade gave the order. Launch Operation Ghost Hammer. From the dark side of the moon and behind Jupiter, thousands of human ships moved silently. They were black, sharp, and glowing with blue energy. Leading the fleet was the EHS Judgment, a dreadnought the size of a city. Earth sent a reply to the Council. "You betrayed us. Now we come." The first attack was on Council Station That-9. That place once welcomed humans. Now it held human scientists and families as prisoners. Admiral Sarah Voss led the attack. She had lost her brother on a colony destroyed by the Council. She stood on the bridge of the EHS Judgment and gave her order. Fire everything. Missiles flew, railguns roared. The station's shields lasted only 3 minutes. After that, it broke into burning pieces. Humans rescued the prisoners. Some of them cried, others were angry. Scientists said, "We thought they were our allies." "Admiral," Voss replied, "so did I." Across the galaxy, Earth's fleet moved fast. They didn't waste time. They destroyed every Council base near human space. Their tactics were strange and deadly. They used stealth, gravity weapons, and AI-controlled drones. No one could stop them. The Council was confused. They had always seen humans as emotional, slow, and weak. Now, humans were calm, fast, and brutal. Even alien spies were shocked. One wrote in his report, "Earth is no longer peaceful. They are hunters." Back on Earth, people watched the news. They didn't cheer. They didn't laugh. They remembered what was done to them. Cities burned, families lost, peace broken. This was not a war for power. This was justice. President Cade looked at the map of the galaxy. Red lights showed Council space. Blue lights showed Earth's fleets. Moving closer, he said only one thing: "We will remind them." Humanity is not easy to break, so the war began. But this time, Earth was not fighting to survive. Earth was fighting to win. The Galactic Council was in chaos. Reports were coming in from everywhere. Earth's warships had destroyed 4 bases. Earth had freed 5 colonies. And worst of all, Earth had no losses in the Council chamber. Alien leaders argued loudly. "The humans were supposed to follow us," shouted the Zarn. "High Lord." "They were weak before," said a Crawl general. "Now they fight like monsters." Everyone was confused. They didn't understand how humans changed so fast. But the truth was simple. Humans had been preparing for years, knew that one day the Council might turn against them. So in secret, they built ships, trained soldiers, and studied ancient alien technology. They built weapons no one had seen before. Now, those weapons were being used. The Council decided to fight back. They gathered their largest fleet, over 2,000. Ships and sent them to Sector Daru, where Earth's fleet had last attacked. They believed it would be an easy win. They were wrong. The humans arrived first. Admiral Sarah Voss stood on the bridge of the EHS Judgment. Watching the enemy fleet appear on the radar, "They brought everyone," she said. Her second-in-command, Captain Lin, smiled. "Good. More targets." The battle began. Council ships opened fire with lasers and missiles. The sky lit up like a storm. But Earth's fleet moved differently. They were faster, smarter. Human AI systems blocked the attacks. Some missiles were hacked and sent back to the Council ships. Then Earth's counterattack began, from behind asteroids. Human stealth ships launched gravity bombs. These bombs crushed ships without even making a sound. Other Earth ships used railguns that shot metal rods faster than the speed of sound. One Council ship broke in half in seconds. Another was pulled into a black hole trap. Within minutes, Earth's fleet had taken control. Admiral Voss gave a short order. No survivors. Some Council ships tried to escape, but Earth's drones chased them, locked on, and exploded. After 30 minutes, over 2,000 Council ships were destroyed. Only fire and silence remained. On Earth, people watched the footage with serious faces. There was no celebration, just quiet respect. These were the same Council fleets that had attacked human colonies. Now, they were dust in the Council's homeworld. Leaders panicked. How did they build such power? One alien asked. No other race could fight like this, said another. A spy from the shadows gave his report. Earth's technology has changed. They have weapons we cannot understand. They fight as one mind. It was true. Earth's ships were connected with a powerful AI web. Every move was calculated. Every attack was perfect. Humans worked with machines, not against them. And humans didn't fight for conquest. They fought for justice. President Cade watched the data. His war table showed how Earth's fleet had moved like water flowing around the enemy and crashing down on weak points. We offered peace, he said quietly. They answered with betrayal. He looked at his generals. Now we show them what betrayal costs. On the edges of the galaxy, Earth's ships prepared for their next mission. They were going to attack the Council's core worlds. No one had ever done that before? But Earth wasn't like other worlds anymore. The Council was afraid now. They had lost their biggest fleet in Sector Doru. They had lost stations, colonies, and bases. And Earth was still coming. So the Council decided to use its most dangerous weapon, the Leviathan. The Leviathan was a massive warship. It was 2 times bigger than any human ship. It used black hole energy to destroy planets. The Council had never used it before, until now. They believed the Leviathan could stop Earth. But they didn't know Earth had a secret weapon, too. It was called Project Phoenix. Deep in the cold space beyond Pluto, Earth had been building something for years. Something huge, something powerful. A ship that carried human pride, pain, and rage. The ship's name was EHSREVENA, and it was built with parts from ancient alien ruins. Its hull could bend light. Its weapons were powered by many suns. Didn't need a Kreutze, I was smarter than any living pilot. Only a few people knew it existed. Now, Earth was ready to show it. The Leviathan and the Revenant met in the dead zone of space. The Council commander sent a message to the Revenant: turn back or be destroyed. The Revenant did not reply. It moved forward, silent and steady. The Council opened fire first. The Leviathan shot a black hole beam straight at the Revenant. The blast was strong enough to melt a moon, but the Revenant didn't even move. Its quantum shield absorbed the attack like it was nothing. Then, the Revenant responded. One blast, one pulse of white-hot solar energy from its main cannon. The beam hit the Leviathan's core, and just like that, Leviathan exploded. No fire, no sound. Just light and then nothing. The Council command ship was gone in seconds. The aliens watching from nearby stations could not believe what they saw. One of them whispered, "This is not war. This is punishment." After the battle, Admiral Sarah Voss sent a message to every Council world. You used to laugh at us. You thought we were simple. You thought we were weak. You were wrong. In every corner of the galaxy, fear spread. Some Council worlds shut down their spaceports. Others destroyed their own documents, afraid Earth would find their secrets. Smaller empires began sending secret messages to Earth asking for peace. But Earth was not interested in peace anymore. President Cade stood before the United Earth Assembly and spoke with calm strength. We showed mercy before. They saw it as weakness. Now we show them our strength. No more hiding. No more silence. Let the stars remember, this is the price of betrayal. On the front lines, Earth's fleet kept moving. They didn't stop. They didn't slow down. The EHS Revenant, Judgment, and Valor led the charge. Behind them were thousands of human ships, from stealth bombers to heavy carriers. Each ship carried soldiers with steel in their hearts. Each drone carried the fire of Earth's rage and the Council. They had no answer. Their best weapon was gone. Their biggest fleet was broken. Their fear grew with every passing hour. But Earth was not finished yet. Next, they were going to strike at the Council's core worlds. The heart of power, the source of pain, and Earth would leave nothing standing. The stars were quiet, but death was coming. Earth's fleet had destroyed the Leviathan. They had crushed Council fleets. Now, it was time for the final step. Operation Final Flame had started. Earth's warships moved toward the core worlds of the Council, their richest planets, their main bases, and their grand cities. No one had ever dared attack them, but Earth did not fear them anymore. Admiral Sarah Voss stood on the bridge of the EHS Judgment. Her eyes stared at the glowing map in front of her. 5 targets, 5 Council worlds, 1 mission. Crush them all. She gave the order. Split the fleet. No waiting. No mercy. Earth's ships moved like a storm. Each world had strong defenses, huge space guns, shields, and fleets. But Earth's weapons were stronger. Their tactics were smarter. Their ships were faster. At the world Viral Prime, the Council's proud capital, giant statues of alien leaders stood tall in every city. The people believed they were untouchable. Then the sky turned black. Thousands of human ships appeared above the planet. The Council sent everything they had. Hundreds of fighters, missile platforms, and defense satellites. But it didn't matter. The Revenant fired a solar lance that melted their defense towers. Earth's stealth drones hacked into the satellites and turned them against their own side. Within 1 hour, Viral Prime's skies were filled with fire. Then came the ground troops. Human soldiers dropped from orbit in armored pods. They landed in the middle of alien cities. Tanks rolled through broken streets. Combat mechs stepped over walls like they were nothing. The Council troops tried to fight, but they were outmatched. Earth soldiers were faster, stronger, and better trained. One human commander stood over a Council fortress and shouted, "This is for New Berlin. This is for Titan Station. This is for every colony you destroyed." Then he gave the order. The fortress exploded. Statues of Council leaders fell one by one. People watched as the symbols of power turned to rubble on the planet Elixir. A rich trade world Earth didn't destroy everything. Instead, they played a video on every screen. Footage of human cities bombed, children crying, scientists tortured, families taken. Then the message came, "We are not your slaves. We are not your tools. We are humans, and we are not afraid."
Many
aliens dropped their weapons after watching. Some cried, some joined Earth. Across the galaxy, fear turned into silence. Other neutral planets began locking their doors. Some began sending secret messages. "We never supported the Council. Are your friends? Please don't attack." Earth did not reply. They kept moving. They destroyed Council weapon factories, data towers, shipyards, and power plants. Nothing was left standing, not even the flags. President Cade watched from Earth's command center. His voice was calm. "The galaxy must remember. You cannot betray Earth and walk away." By the end of the week, 4 out of 5 Council core worlds were gone. The 5th one? Earth was saving it for something special. The Council was broken. Its fleets were gone. Its worlds were falling. Its people were hiding. But in the center of the galaxy, on a hidden planet called Zenvar, the last Council leaders met in secret. They were afraid, angry, and desperate. "We cannot win against Earth. said one alien elder. "Their weapons are beyond anything we have seen." Another council commander slammed his fist on the table. "Then we used the Doom engine." Everyone in the room went silent. The Doom engine was their final weapon. It was ancient, forbidden, and dangerous. It had been buried deep under Zenvar. For thousands of years, even the council feared using it. But now, they had no other choice. The Doom engine had the power to destroy a full solar system. Their plan was simple: use the Doom engine to destroy Earth, far away. Earth's command team had already found signs of strange energy on Zenvar. Their deep space scanners picked it up. The numbers didn't make sense. Something was wrong. President Cade stood in the war room. He looked at the data in silence. "This is no normal weapon," he said. "If they turn it on, Earth will be gone." He turned to Admiral Sarah Voss. "Do we have a response?" Admiral Voss didn't blink. "Yes, sir. We're ready." She had already ordered the EHS Revenant, EHS Judgment, and the Solar Fang to move toward Zenvar. The mission was clear: stop the Doom engine, at any cost. As Earth's fleet approached Zenvar, they saw strange lights around the planet. Energy beams were rising into space. The Doom engine was waking up. They had little time. Admiral Voss gave the order. "Begin the attack. Take them down before they finish the countdown." Earth ships fired first. Missiles, lasers, and railguns lit up the sky. Council defense ships tried to block them, but they were too slow. The Revenant launched a solar cannon straight into the planet's atmosphere. Explosions lit up the night side of Zenvar, but the Doom engine was already charging. Council commanders watched from deep inside the planet, their faces full of madness. "We will not let humans win," one screamed. "If we fall, they fall with us." Suddenly, Earth's stealth teams landed on Zenvar. Elite soldiers wearing heatproof armor entered the underground base where the Doom engine was located. Inside were strange machines, just dark tunnels and alien writing glowing on the walls. Captain Rhea led the human team. Her voice was calm. "Stay focused. One wrong move, and the whole system dies." They reached the Doom engine's core. It was huge. A sphere of black energy pulsing like a heart. It was already at 94% charge. They had 2 minutes. The team split up. One planted charges. Another hacked into the control system. Sparks flew. The core made loud noises. 95%. 96%. Captain Rhea took a deep breath and slammed her hand on the final command switch. Boom. Everything went white. From space, the Earth fleet watched as half of Zenvar's surface exploded. But then, the light stopped growing. The Doom engine was gone, and Earth was safe. Cheers broke out across every human ship, Admiral. Voss looked at the burning planet and whispered, "Let this be the last time they try to erase us." The Council's last weapon was destroyed. Now, nothing could stop Earth. The Doom engine was gone. Zenvar was burning. The Council's last leaders were dead. The war was almost over. Earth had done the impossible. They had crushed fleets, destroyed superweapons, and brought the Council to its knees. Now, the stars were silent. But Earth was not done yet. There were still hundreds of planets ruled by the Council. Some were prisons, some were slave worlds. Many had people, humans, and aliens living under fear. President Cade stood before the Earth's Global Council. Behind him were holograms of burning colonies, broken cities, and crying children. This war was never about power, he said. It was about truth, about justice. He paused. Now we finish what they started. We break every chain. We free everyone. The final operation was launched. Earth called it Operation Dawnfire. Earth's fleet split across the galaxy. Each ship carried soldiers, medics, engineers, and food. Their mission was not just to fight, but to save. On the planet Delcor, humans found a giant prison camp. Council had kept over 50,000 humans and aliens locked there for years. Most were sick. Many were starving. When Earth's ships landed, the guards tried to fight. They failed. Human soldiers broke down the gates. Medics rushed in. Children ran to the soldiers, crying and holding their hands. One girl, barely 6 years old, looked up and asked, "Are you?" "From Earth?" A soldier knelt down and smiled. "Yes, we came to take you home." On another world, Torcus III, a council lab was discovered. Inside were human scientists used for experiments. Earth's forces rescued them, shut down the machines, and destroyed every file the council had. Admiral Sarah Voss stood at the edge of the lab ruins. "We're not just fighting for revenge," she said. "We're cleaning the galaxy from their poison." Aliens who once feared humans now welcomed them. Some fell to their knees. Others cried. Some offered gifts. An old alien leader from the Meraki people said, "You had the power to rule us, but you gave us freedom." President Cade replied from Earth, "We do not want to be kings. We want to be equals. But betray us again, the stars will burn." In the galaxy, a new balance was forming. The old order, the council, was gone. In its place, Earth created something new, a peaceful alliance open to all species, built on respect, not fear, built on truth, not lies. Some alien races joined quickly. Some were still afraid. But no one dared challenge Earth. They remembered the Revenant, the Judgment, the Doom Engine. They remembered the power of humanity when it was betrayed on Earth. Statues were built not of soldiers or weapons, but of the people who suffered. The fallen colonies, the lost children, the forgotten prisoners. One monument read, "We rose not because we were strong. We rose because we had no other choice." Now, Earth watched the stars, not as servants, but as protectors. The war was over. The council was no more. Its worlds were free. The galaxy was changing. Earth stood taller than ever before. But Earth did not become a ruler. Instead, Earth became a guardian. New space stations were built. Trade routes were opened. Help was sent to every world in need. People from many species came to Earth. They wanted to learn. They wanted peace. But deep in the heart of Earth's new spaceport, young cadets trained hard. They studied star maps, learned battle tactics, practiced with weapons. They knew the galaxy was still dangerous. They remembered the betrayal. They remembered the pain. And they remembered the power. On the moon, Memorial stood tall. It showed a burning city in words carved in stone. They thought we were weak. They thought we would break. They were wrong. Captain Rhea, now a commander, spoke to the new cadets. "We must be ready. We fight for peace. But if the stars ever threaten us again, we will fight harder than before." In deep space, Earth's secret fleets still moved silently. The EHS Revenant, Judgment, and new ships sailed between stars. They watched. They waited because the galaxy had learned one lesson: never betray humanity. Not once. Not ever. And the stars, they whispered stories of Earth's power. Stories of a race who rose from betrayal and left nothing standing. A race that would protect its own, because Earth was no longer just a world. Earth was a promise. It's a promise that no matter what came, humans would fight. They would survive. They would win. And in the vast darkness of space, that promise shone like a bright star. The end.